掃除対象ロックオン。よっふっ。
悪くない芽が出たわ。今日も引き続きサボりましょう。調子が良くなってから仕事を一気に終わらせるわよ。
開幕だ。
あなたに安らぎが
加速します。戦場壁展開。じゃあ行くよ。歌え僕の山立ち。それ全滅モード。そらはっ私にお任せください。はっよっほっ。今日は終わりです。はっよっはい光り輝くがいい。それはあ格のない僕をたたえよ。よっはっはっ世界の熱狂の渦に防衛モード起動。はっはっ
It's nice when you have people actually know have built their characters and know how to build a team properly.
この同点も同点についてのご質問。
アビスは世界の影だ。消えることはなく、そこにあり続ける。
方向を見失った時は高いところに行ってみるといい。
I don't think it will be, because we actually need to freeze the guy, and Chaska will swirl, so the question is, will we still freeze? The other problem is too is that we need her to we need freezes. We need.
星々静かに眠る。レック
We need freezes basically, and I'm just worried that this.
食前に甘いものを
人類限界に沈め。
ダンスといこう。ダンのように羽ばたけ。
私は帰る。
さあ、やはり平穏調理。
これよりエンジェルは断罪のひと幕。騒ぐな。
舞台効果も大切よ。最高の一品よ。またセリフを忘れたの。
どうするよ。
冷凍の時間よ。はっやっはっちれやっ
高き私は下げず。
目も
正解は目視。破滅は静かに渡される。
盛り上がりが足りないわ。
部員よ 任せるのだ。やけど。
やあせいさガンのように羽ばたけさ
これより演じるわ。
ここは私に。
食前に甘いもの
幕を下ろそう。
たっよっ
But yeah, like there's the other thing too is that there's two reasons why I said freeze team only, right? One is because we could lose a if we're not able to freeze, we get fucked, right? So we need to be able to freeze. So I wasn't sure if Chaska gets in the way of that. Apparently she doesn't, so that's good. But two, the other thing is that Chevreuse gives an insane buff if it's Cryo Hydro only. So basically, it's a resistance reduction and buff. Or maybe just resistance reduction. But basically, so with Skirk gets a bonus. Skirk gets these little, like, void marks when a freeze reaction initiated by someone else is triggered. So she can be applying the cryo, and if someone else applies a little hydro, then she gets a little mark, and you can use those marks to extend the duration of her skill. So obviously having 3 other players who can trigger freezes with her or some other people's elements is great. Now Chaska might be able to do that, the Swirl might be able to do that, so that could be fine, right? Maybe that's fine. The thing is that Chevreuse gives a huge buff. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I have to hit them with their skill. Okay, but so as you can see, sure, cryo hydro resistance. Yeah, with the team we had, 15%. We missed out on a 40% resistance reduction because they insisted on doing Chaska. You know? And our main DPS were Neuvillette and Skirk. So if they had done just Barbara, who doesn't provide any damage whatsoever, I think we still would have done it faster and quicker. Now, it's hard to say, because like Chaska is still pretty good. She's the DPS, and it's not like she's the worst. Especially if she has Veritas and Venerer, she could also be applying resistance reductions. However, her resistance reduction only applies to Anemo, her own element, because that's what the swirl is, and the element she swirls with. So, sure, she's doing all these like bullets and stuff, but she's only going to technically swirl with one of them, either hydro or cryo. So she's only going to provide, and I think it's only like a 30%. Oh no, it's 40%. Okay, so 40%. So it's not bad. So it's only 40%, and only on one of them. So that 40% is the missing 40%. So she can technically make up for the missing 40% that her existence does, but only for one element at a time. Like, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Can she do if you swirl multiple if you're constantly swirling, and you swirl cryo, and then like the next time you swirl hydro, do you now have a 12-second? Is there a 12-second or a 10-second debuff for both? Hard to say. Or does it replace it? Right? Can you only have? It's hard to say. Either way, in theory, if she's able to swirl both equally back to back, then she kind of makes up for it. But it's something like she has to swirl. It's like yeah, sure. That kind of maybe could work. It only kind of works because she can swirl so frequently, and technically she would have her own hydro cryo bullets, so it would be possible maybe. But either way, it's just like Chevreuse is the only buff she gives to. Oh yeah, that's the thing. And I have her on C1, so if we were all cryo hydro, Skirk would have gotten a 60% crit bonus. Now, to be fair, they couldn't have possibly known that I have a C1 Escoffier. But either way, it's just like, so basically, because you chose to do that, we're not getting the resistance reduction, and Skirk's not getting the bonus. Now, to be fair, Skirk also died first, so it's like, it doesn't really matter that much. But either way, it's just like, it's not the worst. It's not obviously not bad. We cleared it relatively fine. If Skirk didn't die like a weenie, we would have had an even easier time. But still, it's the kind of thing where it's like, also, like, I'm assuming that that Chaska had Gyarados and Venera, but mine doesn't, because that's technically her best in slot for her own personal damage. This boosts her damage by a shitload, and gives her an insanely good crit rate bonus. So, like, I have 105% crit rate, so every single thing my Chaska does will crit. And basically triple my damage. That's what I have on me. Now, realistically, I could actually give her with 65% crit rate. That's actually not that bad. I could actually give her Gyarados and Venera instead. But like, that's the thing, is I was assuming Gyarados and Venera to make up for the fact that her presence is reducing not reducing the buff I would provide with Cryo Hydro. So it's like, like, really, you should have just done not Chaska. I mean, I get it. It's a fine play. It's an okay time to use her. Like, it's not the end of the world, as I said. But, like, this is a boss that's clearly designed for freeze teams. Like, so it's just like, please just go in with a freeze team. Like, just don't fuck around. Just be freeze. Just don't try to mess around with shit. Yeah, if he's gonna help, oh god, actually, cool. That's a bro. He realized, you know what, I want to be DPS, but we clearly have people trying to use it Nefa, so I'm gonna be a bro, because obviously he could have tried to do it as Lenny, and he could have reacted and vaporized and overloaded, but it's better for him to be, like, obviously a support would be better. Do the shit.
怖いかそれとも恐怖を抱く勇気すらないかロックオン私と打ち合う気少しはまともになって
加速します
闇来たる破滅の時なカウントダウン開始今だ煉獄の投影に過ぎぬロックオン消え失せろ私と打ち合う気無駄な抵抗はやめろ逃しはしない撃て善意を焼き尽くした刃さあ見届けるといい風が立つぞ今だロックオンクルシフィクションヘイと落日ジェンダーすばし始まりに過ぎぬ
Yeah, that went really well. It goes much better when you have players that know what they need to do. So when you have players that can heal, when she does that burst, and like it basically gives the mark to everyone. You need to have a healer make sure that everyone's topped off, because I'm pretty sure that if you're marked and she hits you, you either instantly die or you take a shitload of damage. So it's like either like does instantly kill you, because I've gone from like mostly full, like I wasn't fully full, so it was like 75%. I've gone from 75% to nothing with a slash of hers when I was pretty sure I was marked. Like she marks us all, and then she does a slash and it kills. Like she's like zips through me, and I die. And so it's hard because like obviously in the thick of things, you just don't, you're not paying attention 100%. So it's like you can't tell exactly. Um, so you're just like, yeah, did I die? I mean, obviously you died, right? But like, did I die from that? Right? Did I like? Did my health was my health lowered? You know, to the point where should have died from that, or did something else happen? You know, so like that's the wonder, and I'm pretty sure I don't. I think it might just kill you outright, or it could just be something that like does like 20k damage. You know, and 20k damage will most DPS units don't have 20,000 health. Some do, but most don't. And then of course that's like assuming you have full health going into that, which is like might not be the case. So it could just be that it just does a big chunk of damage, and so you just got to be very careful. So if you have healers that know what the fuck they're doing and are like, oh, okay, they did this mark thing, cool, I'm gonna heal top life everyone, because I think it's just the mark that does the extra damage. Like I think it's the mark that just adds extra damage to the thing. Oh, please don't fucking be him. Please don't be. Oh, well. I mean, it's still not great. I mean, it's just as bad.
風が立つぞ。撃て。今だ。撃て。やっ。消え失せろ。はっ。ロックオン。撃て。撃て。ロックオン。今だ。撃て。それ。せい。
Alright, cool. Wasn't the best choice, because obviously having another patch element instead of Navia would have been better. But I mean, still, like, that was great. Like, yeah, obviously, if you pick like Nuval, I think would probably have made it. Because I would have done more damage because I would have had 3 patch elements to swirl. Instead of four animal bullets and 2 elemental ones, I would have had 3 animals, 1 elemental. So I would have been slightly more damaged, but I mean, Navia was fine. Like, Navia is actually a good choice in teams like that, because, like, Fiorina and, Fiorina and Mavica both apply their element very well. And so with her, actually the tougher thing for Navi in situations like that is she's not applying enough Geo to crystallize. That's her problem. Is she can only really do that with her burst. If she doesn't get her burst up, she's not applying enough Geo to crystallize all the shit. Which is, like, difficult for her because she's just not going to be able to do it most of the time. Because, yeah, you're not going to have your burst up all the time. Now, you can do your skill every now and then, but and it still does decent damage. But, like, you really want the three bullets. Like, yeah, what's the modifier for this? Yeah, because I mean, at 10, it's still 710% damage. It's really good. Just more than so I more than 3 stacks of crystal shrapnel. How do you have more? Oh, I see. It must be a constellation, right? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Huh. So it must be that you can get more than 3. You must be able to get more than 3 crystallized. That must be what it is. You only see 3. Oh, I see. Up to 6 at once. Oh, okay. You only see it charge the barrel up to 3, but if you get more, realistically, at this point, there's no point in having more. Like, once you get 3, instantly use it, right? Because getting more than 3 increases the damage by 15%, but who gives a shit, right? If you get 3, you get a 200% bonus. So it's like, because of the Rossula shard shots state, right? But when you're getting constellations, then it matters a little more. This one doesn't need it, you just need 3. Or, yeah, this one needs 3. But this one's like, it increases. Oh, yeah, this is also a 3 max bonus. But this one's specifically designed to, if you use. Oh my god, that is actually so fucking good. So this one's like saying, hey, any use beyond 3 increases your crit damage. And it's each stack consumed. So this one says, hey, if you have 3 stacks, you get 36% bonus crit rate, which is insanely good. So for her, this would bump up her crit rate for that shot to 96%. So basically, almost guaranteed crit if I use 3 shots, which is good. And then if I'm able, so you would 100% need another Geo unit to constantly. So you'd need something like Chiori, Fiorina, like two units that can constantly crystallize. And then with her Constellation 6, you would then get to. I mean, actually, honestly, with Constellation 6, you don't even really need that many, because basically, if you get 6 shard shots, right? If you get six shards, right? You get refunded anything beyond it. So if you have 6 and you use your shot, you get an additional 135% crit damage on top of the 36% crit rate from it. And also, if you had 6 of those shards, right? Or if you have the crystal shrapnel, if you have 3, if you shot it when you had 6, not only do you get 135% crit damage, but the 3 that were extra, you still retain. So you could, in theory, do charge shot, like back-to-back charge shots. Like if you have both your skill charges up, you could do them both back-to-back. Now the second shot wouldn't have the bonus of the additional crit damage, but you still get the bonus of the crit rate. So it's actually really, really good. God damn, that is really, really powerful. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Just wanted to pop on real quick to do this, because I'm going to be playing more Borderlands. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.